Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good roast beef roots garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I am Count Orlok, back from the dead. Me, Count Orlok. Orlok. I'm trying to make that sound he does at the end. Orlok. You know, like, I don't know if it's picking up.
I want you to bounce on it.
Crazy.
Great.
Crazy style.
Can I turn off the noise canceling?
I don't know. Like, I've tried, but then it, like, picks up the fans and the dogs that are barking and all that. I don't know if it'll still reduce the sound, you know?
It's fine. Just,
You know what?
I couldn't hear it.
I'll just risk it. I'll risk it for the biscuit, you know? Settings.
What's the studio?
Yeah, maybe.
You guys know how I love giving you a look behind the curtain.
Okay, how does this sound? Does this sound any different?
Google changed things on us because I accidentally let our... Can you hear the fan now?
No.
Okay. Well, I took the studio sound off.
Yeah, same here.
Let's see if I can scream now. Ready?
Yeah. Wait a second. Hold up. Maybe we've been doing this wrong this whole time.
Yeah,
Hold
but
on.
we don't know how bad the quality is gonna be whenever I go to edit this.
Right. Let me scream really loud, right? Just maybe like go like that, you know, so I'm not hurting your ears. Okay. See if you can even hear it. Ah! Oh my gosh, this whole time. Back like 100 episodes when I did the Texas Smash from across the room, I could have just turned the sound thing off. This whole time.
Do you want to give any indication to Mia why you just screamed like that?
Mia's not here.
Oh god!
I can do whatever I want.
I wish I was alone. Hold on. What's up?
What was that scream?
She heard it in the other room.
Did you hear my scream or his scream?
I just heard screaming.
We figured out how to turn off the noise reducer, so now we can scream on the podcast.
Yeah, well, I heard it downstairs too. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, this is beautiful. Who needs noise cancellation when you have sound? I can scream sounds like what?
I am really worried though that I am being completely drowned out by this air.
To be fair, usually it sounds the same, like as like what I'm hearing and the recording itself. Do we want to take a break, maybe turn off the recording and then see how it sounds? Or do we want to just like, you know, we'll risk it for this episode, and if it sucks, we won't do it again.
You know, guys, this episode's going up late anyways.
What do you mean?
It was a rough week for
both of us.
the Garlic Boys, honestly. Yeah. I didn't realize until, what was it, 8:30 on a Saturday night that we hadn't recorded this week. And it is 8:35 on Sunday morning, and we are finally getting to record. Because we just spent the last half hour, as I was trying to explain earlier before we got distracted by the fact that we can scream now. One of us, could be either one of us,
could be either one,
let the subscription that we pay for lapse, and so we had to buy a whole new one. Yeah, and Google changed things in the last 3 years.
So much worse.
Good news though, we got a website coming soon.
Exciting.
Your boy bought a domain name.
Woo!
And so we'll let you know when that's live.
We probably won't do anything with it, but you know,
we'll figure something out with it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was such a bad week. Started off Monday with a huge migraine.
Oh.
And I went back to my normal job this week. As the viewers or listeners at home know, I have a seasonal job, and it started back up this week. And I started a migraine on Monday, and I'm driving into work, and I told Autumn that I had the migraine, as I'm driving her to work as well. And I was like, I think I'm gonna need to stop to get some Dr. Pepper on the way in. Drinking some water and taking some meds and everything. And I was gonna go to like a Sheets or something down the street, like from where I work. And I get to remember that one hill that you drove up that you weren't sure that you were supposed to go, but we were supposed to go. Okay, never mind. You don't know where I live.
Right.
Well, there's a convenience store near where I live. And I pulled into it, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna get one here?" And I go, "No." Get out of the car, and just straight up right next to the car in the middle of the parking lot, just throw up.
Ooh, that's not good.
Well, because I'm driving. It's bright out because it's early morning still.
Yeah.
My head is killing me, and I couldn't drink enough water in the morning, and the meds hadn't worked yet. And so it was like the pain just got too much. And I was like, okay. I get back in the car. She goes in and buys me some drinks from the convenience store and some gum to cover up the throw up smell, which is nice. Get to work. And sort of like having a welcome back breakfast to start.
Mm-hmm.
And this may be an hour later, and I like start feeling that I need to throw up again. So I'm running to the bathroom. As I'm running, my boss goes, "Oh, hey, Connor, real quick."
Oh, worst timing.
And I went, "No, I gotta go." And I'm sorry. And so I run towards the bathroom, which looks like I'm about to poop myself.
Right.
There's no
Which
way.
wouldn't be entirely out of character.
I know what I look like. And I know how I've existed in life around everybody else. But like, it truly looks like I'm about to poop myself. And so that's why I'm going to run in there. Go bathroom, throw up, clean up myself. Come back out, and I go, "Sorry about that. What's up?" And he talks to me real quick, and I go, "Just so you know that I have a huge migraine today. And that's sort of what's going on with me." And he goes, "Oh, okay. No problem. Take it." Like, he was very considerate, and like, it's like, take it as easy as you need to, and like, don't push yourself and everything. I was finally able to drink something a little bit later, and like, I didn't start feeling better until later that night after I took a nap. But I tell you all of that because 2 days later on Wednesday, I started coughing just randomly. You know how people cough. Like, it wasn't a big deal. I'm not going to pull a muscle again.
Right.
It's not the pneumonia or the bronchitis that I seem to be plagued with. And like, my diaphragm is just like so sore. I'm like, I couldn't figure out why. And I was like, I guess like because I'm seeing my friends at work again, maybe I'm laughing a little bit more, so like I'm sore that way. I'm like, I don't know what's up. And then 2 hours later, I go, I threw up twice on Monday. That's why I'm sore.
Yeah, makes sense.
I had just fully forgotten.
Hey, I mean, at least it's out of your mind, whether by trauma or by, I don't know, just forgetting, you know? Stop it. Unacceptable on this podcast. Now that the sound cancellation,
crisp cough noise. Oh, I wish I hadn't already opened my Dr. Pepper, because then maybe we finally could have gotten a bottle sound. Wait.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear it?
I heard it. This changes everything. This changes so much. All of our bits and sounds, man.
It only took 149 episodes.
3 years and 149 episodes later.
My God.
Do you want to hear about my week? No, I didn't really do anything that's noteworthy. I just suffered mentally. That's really about it. Go ahead.
Go for it.
No, go ahead.
Speaking of suffering mentally, is what I was gonna say. I mentioned that I've started some medication to help.
Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned it on air, but I also did. So continue.
And it's been working. I feel better.
Good.
Like, I don't know if I feel happy.
Right.
Which is not what I'm supposed to feel. But like, I truly don't think I'm as angry.
That's good.
But I am tired all the time.
Same. Okay,
I'm so physically exhausted.
That's what I wanted to talk about. Is I started Lexapro, right? It's fine. I honestly haven't noticed a difference mentally, but it's only been a week, a little over a week. So I'm not really like counting on it to happen instantaneously. I'm gonna give it the 4 to 6 weeks, and if it's not working, I'll talk to my doctor, get a new one. But the one huge difference I noticed, other than maybe feeling nauseous quite a bit, like to the point where I don't want to eat, which maybe will help me gain weight, or lose weight, but it sucks because I don't like being nauseous. I'm tired. I literally had like 90% of the last week has been sleep. And that's not even an exaggeration. Like, I went camping this weekend and all I wanted to do was sleep the whole time. I didn't want to chill. Like, I fell asleep on a camping chair. Like, I keep falling asleep. I'm supposed to, even on my days off, I'm trying to stay up till like 4 a.m. But it's like midnight and I'm already passed out on the couch. Like, I can't keep doing this. I have a job where I'm working overnights. Like, I can't. That's probably the most frustrating part about this medication is I'm falling asleep now. Not actually work. I'm maybe nodding off a little bit. My eyes are drooping. But like at work, like that, I can't be doing that. So I'm trying to find the best time to take it. Right now I'm taking it at midnight, which is like a third of the way through my shift. And then usually I'm hoping by the time my shift ends, that's when I'm getting like super drowsy and I get to go to sleep.
I take it right before I go to sleep.
Okay.
So like I have to start going to bed at 10:30. Because she wants to go to bed at 10:30 and I have to go to bed with her.
Right.
It's one of those situations. But also I'm actually starting to get tired around 10:30 now because of this medication.
Yeah.
And so like I take it at night because it helps me like not only am I sleeping through the night a little bit better, like in the morning I'm not as drowsy and everything, because last Monday, because I was sick, I just came home and went straight to bed. I forgot to take my medication.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it Tuesday morning to like re-up on it, and fell asleep at work during a work meeting. Luckily, it was like subtle enough that it was fine.
Right.
But it was not good. It was I don't like falling asleep at work.
Yeah. If I take it right before bed, I wake up like drowsy and like I will just fall right back asleep. So that's the only problem with taking it right before bed. I tried before work, I tried after work, and I tried now in the middle of work. We'll see how it goes.
Another thing that's probably adding to my drowsiness is that I am waking up at 5:30 in the morning.
That also will do it. Yeah.
Even though my alarm's not set till 6 o'clock,
Right.
I'm done sleeping at 5:30 because of when I'm going to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And so then my body's like, well, we're up.
Yeah.
And so then I'll go pee, and then I'll come upstairs, and it's like, well, I could go back to the bedroom and lay down again. But then I'd just be on TikTok on my phone, which is bright and loud, and I risk waking up the wife. Or I could just sit at my desk and watch YouTube on my computer.
Luckily, I don't have the problem of waking up the significant other in my bed because she is such a heavy sleeper. I could blast TikTok and she'd still sleep through it. It's great.
So this pertains to what kind of a sleeper my wife is. Have you ever seen Scooby-Doo in the Gold School?
No.
Okay, let me do some Googling. So it was one of those ones where it's a Scooby-Doo movie, but it's only Scooby, Shaggy, and I think Scrappy.
Okay. Everyone's favorite dog.
But it's like Monsters Are Real. It's one of those ones.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's a school for all girls of famous monsters. And so we have like werewolf, Frankenstein, ghost, mummy, vampire, and then there's their little dragon pet that they have.
Okay.
And this dragon has such a feud with Scrappy, and it's speech is just it going. I mention all of that,
Yeah,
because as you know, I have one specific pillow that is what I cuddle onto at night.
yeah.
This is something I've had for years. I will cuddle my wife for a little bit, and then I will move on to the pillow because I do not like being touched, as well as it's too hot to cuddle someone the entire night.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, she has taken it upon herself to start stealing this pillow from me while she's sleeping.
Oh, the gall.
And so because of that, I then graciously let her have it for the majority of one night. But then decided, you know what? No, it's my pillow. I want it.
It's my pillow and I want it
Want it
now.
now. And so I ripped it from her arms and turned over and cuddled with it. And all I heard was just like the dragon from Scooby-Doo.
Incredible anecdote, my friend.
And I told her about it the next day, and she goes, "Yeah, no, I was fully asleep, but you shouldn't have taken the pillow if you didn't." I was like, "It's my pillow."
It's mine. That's how I feel like with all of my clothes. And this has nothing to do with sleep, but like Mia constantly steals my clothes without asking. And I get on her a bit about the not asking part. I don't mind if she wears my clothes, but it's the not asking part, right? And so she'll constantly steal my clothes. I'll just see her and she's wearing my clothes. And I'm like, first of all, you're the reason I don't have clothes. I don't even wear my own clothes very often. Like I wear the same outfit when I come home from work every day, because why switch up outfits if I'm just wearing it for like 2 hours every day in between sleep and work? Regardless. So she's the reason I'm always out of clothes. Where was I going with this? But anytime that I tell her that she needs to wear her own stinking gosh darn clothes, she gets really mad at me and probably grumbles exactly like I imagine that little dragon.
Autumn has taken my old clothes that I no longer wear that don't fit me and made them her house clothes. And so, like, old work shirts from Planet Fitness and other jobs and everything like that.
Yeah.
And wears those around. So it's not the same exact thing, because like I'm not wearing those shirts, but it's also just like, okay, then that's how you're gonna be.
I have a guilty conscience that is bubbling up inside of me, and I need to get it out on the air.
Oh no,
so
what did you do?
You bear with me for a little bit. So I have this new to me, but I don't think it's very new, policy at work, right? We are getting a lot of bats in our buildings. And for those of you who know me, and probably I've talked about it on the podcast, I don't know if I have actually. I love bats. Man, bats are one of my favorite creatures. I've been trying to save up for a bat condo for like years. Since I lived with my parents, I was trying to convince them to get it. Bats are so dang beneficial, and they eat a lot of bugs. Did you know that bats eat their entire body weight in bugs every night? That's insane. Okay. Sorry.
That's a whole lot of bugs.
That's a lot of bugs. That's like thousands of bugs every single night. You know, all the mosquito problems that people have? Guess what we wouldn't have? A huge mosquito problem. Okay, I'm sorry. I really love bats. They are so amazing and beneficial. We wouldn't have mangoes, avocados, or I don't know if it's bananas. It was something else. There's a few fruits that we wouldn't have, like really awesome fruits. Mangoes are my favorite fruits. Avocados are Mia's favorite, whatever they are.
Their fruit.
Sure. So I just love bats, man, and they're adorable. They're so cute. If you get over the weird fingers thing, where their hands are their wings, just get over that. Most of them are really cute. They look like little sky foxes. Okay, I digress, right? My job has implemented a kill on sight in buildings bat policy, right? So we have to, if there's a bat inside of a building, we have to kill it. Not because we're murderous fiends, but because if they have rabies, we need to test them. So we have like a whole science building that takes care of this. So if they have rabies, we need to test them. And so that's why we collect the bats, the bodies, we have to kill them. I should have put a trigger warning. I'm sorry. Today, this last shift, I guess last night, we had a bat in a building, and I was, along with my coworker, the only ones who could respond. So we responded, and we had tennis rackets. I'm not gonna. I'll leave it up to the imagination here. I'm not gonna go into graphic detail, but this bat is no longer alive. And I walked away from this just turmoil. Like my entire insides were about to come outsides. And I feel disgusting. Disgusted with myself. So all of this, I'm airing online. One, in protest because my stupid job shouldn't have this stupid rule. I kind of understand the rabies thing, but I don't want to kill bats. Second of all, because I feel like some recompense is due. So from today until I run out of fun facts or I forget, I'm going to be giving you fun bat facts.
Matt's bat facts.
Matt's bat facts. You already got one. Actually, Matt's bat facts is really solid. That's solid. Okay. This is Matt's bat facts. I already gave you one. It's a bonus fact that they eat their entire body weight in bugs. Second fun fact, which is actually not so fun a fact, right? But I'm here in recompense towards the bat population, right? And so I'm going to give you a little tidbit of information that'll help you be more careful with the bats, because the first fact was a cool, fun fact. This fact is going to be a not so cool, fun fact. A not so cool, not fun fact. There is a like a fungus or a mold, if you will, a white mold fungus thing that is attacking the bat population right now. When they are hibernating, this fungus will essentially invade their respiratory system, and is killing bats in droves, right? Which is terrible, absolutely horrendous. The reason it's spreading so much, one of the reasons I should say it's spreading so much, is humans. What a shocker. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I had no idea that humans would be one of the problems endangering bats or any animal for that reason, or any plant, or this entire planet, everything on it. I hate you all. So just like we can bring invasive species or invasive plants or any sort of thing on us when we travel somewhere. This mold fungus thing is also very transferable on humans. So when you go into caves, specifically, but not exclusively, caves that have bats hibernating in them, just make sure you do your due diligence and clean off either before or directly after you are in that cave, so you can stop the widespread of this thing that's killing bats. And there's already plenty of endangered bat species. That's another fun fact. You get 2 bonus facts in this episode in this segment of Matt's Bat Facts. Connor looks like he's about to kill me or fall asleep. Can't really tell which one, so I'm gonna just let this go now. My recompense is not paid in full, but I feel a little better sharing some protective fun facts about bats.
I have a question about you killing the bat.
Oh no, okay. Make me relive my trauma. That's fine.
Did Meredith get bit?
Who is Meredith? Oh, the ghost? Who's Meredith?
From The Office.
Oh, gotcha. No, we didn't trap the bat inside of a bag on somebody's head. I see. We do have ghosts. Sorry, I should put that in quotations. We do have ghosts at campus. So, campus. What did I say? At campus. So, you know, could have attacked. I digress. Can I tell you about something else now?
No.
Okay. That's fine.
What?
Well, I have a short little anecdote, and then I have a big story thing that I want to talk about. Short little anecdote. I feel like another terrible animal friend. Yeah.
What did you kill this time?
I didn't kill anything except all of my plants. I went camping over the weekend, and we left the cats here because they have automatic feeders, and it's totally fine, right? The cats will be fine. So we leave for camping. We come back from camping, and I come in the house, and one cat is there to greet me at the door. Usually both are there, but sometimes they don't always greet me at the door. I only see one cat. I'm like, Luna, where are you? Like I'm calling in the house. Usually she comes bounding whenever I say her name. She's right here at my feet. Anyway, come to find out, the entire weekend she was locked inside of the guest room. Wow, I'm a terrible father. To be fair, I'm not pointing fingers. See, all of my fingers are pointing straight up. I'm pretty sure I checked this room before we left. I might have missed her, but it's also very possible that someone else opened this room. I'm just saying, it's a possibility.
Are you blaming Mia?
No, I would never, ever. And last thing, that maybe we can talk about together. Now this is more of a discussion, right? I have continued with the Alien franchise. I don't know if have you seen the Alien franchise? Oh,
I've not. I know of the Alien franchise, and I think
Right.
I know what you're about to tell me.
Am I?
But
You think I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
tell you about the new TV show that just came out.
But how it made Ice Age canon.
Yeah, that's not actually what I was going to talk about, but
Wow.
We can talk about that.
I just thought that was such a funny thing to.
It is pretty funny.
I'm not a horror person. I think we've talked about this relatively often. How my wife won't even let me watch Sinners because she's scared that I'm going to have nightmares.
Right.
And so, like, Aliens, Alien, all of those movies, like, are interesting to me. I like the way the xenomorph works and looks and things like that. But just watching it is not something that I personally believe that I can do and maintain sanity.
That's totally fine. I'll just tell you in graphic detail about every single movie. No, I would never do that. That would take way too long.
I do know about Prometheus
Yeah.
and how it like there are engineers of the universe and how it made Jesus one of those great engineers who are like supposed to make human beings into the next step of evolution. And then there's like half human, half xenomorph things or whatever.
Yeah.
I think. Like
So-
I know about the franchise to a point, but like I'm not
Yeah.
like an expert on them.
Right. For me, it was like I didn't know anything about the franchise until a couple years ago when I watched the first movie, right? And then I think I watched just recently. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit down and watch the entire series from start to finish in release order because that was the way it was released. I do like chronological order, and maybe I'll go back and do it in chronological order to make it make sense. Because right now I am a little confused because time periods are going everywhere, right? But I have been watching, and I just actually got onto 2024 or 2022 Romulus that came out. It's pretty recent. The most recent movie that has come out in the Alien franchise. So I'm on that currently, and then the next thing is the TV show that just released.
It's Alien Earth, right?
Alien Earth. Yep. I have been enjoying it, right? And so like the first 4 movies, and I skipped the Alien versus Predator because I just don't want to watch them.
Both
the
Alien
first-
versus Predators?
Yeah, the second one I've heard is garbage, and the first one is okay, but it doesn't pertain to the rest of the series. It's just like a spin-off kind of thing. So I don't really feel the need to watch it, at least not until I watch the Predator movies as well. Anyway, so the first 4 movies were 1970s, 80s horror flicks, right? Monster flicks. They were, I'm sure, amazing for their time. They're not great now. Like they're still good story-wise, good movies. But like I'm talking acting, graphics, CGI, all that stuff. Not great. For back then. But I will say I like them. I loved the movies. The first one is one of the best in the entire series. And that's not just me saying that, it's avid fans saying that. Second, third, and fourth, they're sequels. So Sigourney Weaver is the shining light in all of them. But you got like Winona Ryder and Ron Perlman in one of them. Like there's some pretty decent actors, good big name actors.
I got my favorite movie joke from the Alien universe.
Oh yeah? Okay.
In the first Alien movie, William Hurt is the one whose chest explodes from the face hugger.
Yeah.
He's also Ollivander in Harry Potter, not to bring up Harry Potter, but
Yeah.
just
Gross.
to help people understand who he is. Because there's William Hurt, but then there's another William Hurt who was General Ross before Harrison Ford took over, but I digress. He dies in Alien. Then in Spaceballs, at the end of the movie, we see Lone Star and Barth at an intergalactic cafe.
Right.
There's a bunch of fun Easter eggs on the outside of it, and then on the inside, we see the alien ship's crew. I forget what the ship is called.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's called the Romulus, but I could be wrong. And they get the special. And he starts like coughing and like in extreme pain. They get him on the counter, and the alien pops out and he goes, "Oh no, not again!"
Oh, but then it like shoots out of him and goes, "Hello,
"Hello, my
baby."
baby. Hello, my honey.
And
Like
it starts
Michigan
saying-
P. Frog.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
And it's such a great gag. But it was just like oh no, not again.
Yeah, it's super solid.
So that's
I
the most I've ever watched of an alien. That and when Sigourney Weaver in Alien 3 is in the mech and he says, "Get away from her, you."
that's Alien 2. But
Oh,
yes,
whatever.
yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
She's a clone in Alien 3. Spoilers.
She's actually a clone in Alien 4. Sorry, pal.
You're a clone.
So
If I had
I
a nickel for every time Sigourney Weaver came back as a clone in one of her franchises, I'd have 2 nickels. Just a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice, right?
I'm really enjoying it though. Like so they took the movies, the first I guess 4 if you want to say that was like the big chunk of the movies was the first 4 movies, and then there was like 10-15 years until the next movie. So they established a lot of lore, and then with Prometheus and the
Romulus.
other one, no, it's not Romulus is the new one. Prometheus and
Covenant?
Thank you. Yeah. This is the one with Michael Fassbender where they actually talk about the origins, like the complete origins of the aliens. And they do a lot of like fun, innovative stuff. Like the first few movies, it's like all face huggers, right? It's those little face hugger things that implant the embryo thing inside you, and then that's what explodes outside from your chest. So that's the first like 4 movies is all face huggers. The Prometheus, it starts out completely different, with things that like almost resemble face huggers and like de-evolutionized creatures. And the aliens, the xenomorphs are not a thing yet. So their whole mission is to go find the engineers, the creators of humankind, right? And so they go there. Also that the Mandarin from Iron Man can figure out where life came from. And so
Do you mean Guy Pearce?
yeah, Guy Pearce. So he has Michael Fassbender, this David in this movie. He is one of the android people. The what's the word I'm looking for? Doesn't matter. One of the android people. And he is there on like a secret mission for Guy Pearce's character. And he is trying to find a living specimen so they can commune with this specimen and talk to them and figure out why they created us, why they left the universe, blah 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 blah, all this crazy stuff. Basically so they could talk to God. And the alien turns on them, murders all of them, all this stuff. And then the crazy part is this alien, I don't remember. Honestly, I was kind of half falling asleep during this scene. Somehow Palpatine returns. Somehow this alien infused with like human DNA. I don't remember how. Gosh darn it. I wish I remembered how. And created, you know what? I remember how. David, Michael Fassbender's character, poisoned somebody with this black goo that they found in this temple. And that somebody, there's a little alien thing.
Charlize Theron's character?
No, not Charlize Theron's character. It was
Elizabeth Shaw's character?
her husband or boyfriend or whatever.
Okay.
I can't remember his name. Doesn't matter.
Idris Elba's character?
No, not as. Oh my gosh, Connor, stop talking. This is why it takes so dang long to get through a story. I will tell you exactly.
Oh, Logan Marshall Green's character,
Logan
Charlie.
Marshall Green's character. Thank you. So the alien comes out of him, right? It's xenomorph like in its nature, and I think kills the engineer. Gosh, I wish I actually paid attention. Kills the engineer, essentially implanting his DNA inside of him. Again, I don't remember if that's exactly how it works, but somehow Palpatine returned, and the engineer DNA and the alien DNA or something created what is like the early xenomorph, the next step in the evolutionary chain. And then David and what's her name, Elizabeth Shaw, were the only two survivors, and they went to another planet that was kind of inhabitable by humans. It was really good on the inhabitable levels, and so they go there, and that's when the next movie Covenant happens, right? David has spent years and years and years evolving the xenomorph race essentially on this planet. They brought a contagion with them to this planet, and now it has infected the planet. He only had Dr. Shaw with him as a human host. So after Dr. Shaw was done essentially breeding these aliens, these xenomorphs, after Dr. Shaw was done being a viable host, he sent out a signal to bring more humans in so that he could then create the perfect life form. That was his goal, his directive, I guess, to create the perfect life form. And to do this, he needed humans as hosts. So he brought in humans, and they became hosts throughout the story, getting infected in various different ways. And they then became xenomorphs were born out of their chests, and it became what is more similar in the evolutionary chain to what we know as xenomorphs from the first. So that was Covenant. And eventually David made his way back to a colony of humans and implanted some embryos into the like the cryo chamber of xenomorph facehuggers. The monster that he is, because he believes they're the perfect race. And that's how we get to then the future installments in chronological order, where aliens are a thing, because for all intents and purposes, they should be extinct. I mean, maybe not extinct, but they shouldn't be on Earth or anywhere near humans at that point. But somehow Palpatine returned. I keep using that because I think it's funny. But yeah, so that's the Alien franchise so far. I'm kind of pumped about it. Like I actually, like, I didn't see what the hype was at first. I watched the first few movies and they were old, and the hype was like there but not there, because like it's a pretty pop. But then I watched the newer stuff and I'm like, you know what? This is pretty banging. This is a good series, and it's a good like monster horror. And I'm going to stop talking so that you don't fall asleep. It's your turn.
I'm actually reading the plot to Prometheus right now.
Anyway, your turn. Talk. I've talked.
My favorite story about Alien franchise is that there is, I don't know if this is true, but there's a story that goes around that James Cameron walked into a meeting, wrote Alien on the board, and then he goes and writes an S at the end of it. and then turns the S into a dollar sign. I think I heard Kevin Smith talk about that story, and so
That's incredible.
Kevin Smith used that, I think, for Tusk.
Okay.
One of his movies. He's
One-
then releasing Tusks.
The worst ever.
You didn't like Tusk?
It's by the same creator as the Yoga Hosers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Human Centipede, right?
Do you not like Kevin Smith's movies?
I don't like disgusting body horror.
What's disgusting body horror about doing plastic surgery on someone to turn them into a wall?
Everything, Connor, everything. And what's disgusting about a human centipede? Everything. It's messed up, man. Who thinks of this garbage?
I just don't feel like you're giving him enough credit.
I think I am, actually. We watched Yoga Hosers together, and it was so bad.
Did you know he's made several movies in Pittsburgh, but one of them was made right in Monroeville,
Oh,
where I used to live. And I think you watched it with us. I'm not sure. We watched it at college. And I remember watching it, and I was like, "Hey, I know where that building is."
What movie was it?
It's called Zack and Beery Make a Porno.
I did not watch that with you in college, but I do remember you guys talking about it.
It's Seth Rogen and Elizabeth Banks,
Mm-hmm.
and then a bunch of other people, like Jason Mewes is in it, of course, and Craig Ferguson. No, not Craig Ferguson. Craig Robinson.
Okay.
That's what I meant to say. If you've seen the clip of Craig Robinson, Daryl from The Office,
Oh,
and Seth Rogen working in a coffee shop, and a guy comes up and he's, excuse me, I want a coffee black. And he's like, can't you see that we're talking white?
I have not seen that clip, but oh my goodness.
It's from that movie.
Yeah.
And that set and that space is the Dairy Queen in Monroeville that's behind the Monroeville Mall that they turned into a coffee shop for the movie.
Yeah. Nice. That's cool. I like that.
But also the statue of Jesus going like this,
Yeah.
that's from Kevin Smith's movie Dogma, and it's a statue that was outside of a church in Pittsburgh.
Nice. That's fun. That's very fun.
I think it was Tusks. I don't remember. Do you
remember the cool fact? I'm on a little bit of a weird tangent. Do you remember the cool fact that Nathan Fillion's character, John Nolan, in The Rookie is from Parker, PA, or something like that? I think it's Parker. Foxburg. That's literally like right up the road for me. Like I could walk there if I wanted to. What is really fun is that he came and visited the actual Foxburg, because they didn't film it in Foxburg, right? But he came and visited to like see what the actual town was. So I just think that's fascinating. I love things that are nearby, that I know where they're from.
Cool, like people using Pennsylvania, like Jeremy Renner's show,
the Mayor show.
I think so.
Mayor of Kingstown or something.
Yeah, Mayor of Kingstown. That film's in Pittsburgh.
That's fun.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Wasn't like The Dark Knight Rises or something filmed in Pittsburgh?
Yes, it was. And I actually know someone who was in the movie as one of Bane's henchmen.
Oh, fun.
Because he was bald and like a bigger, like muscular looking guy. So he fit in pretty well as like one of Bane's henchmen.
Yeah, that's cool.
They also shot famously the scene at Heinz Field.
Yeah.
So calling it that, I don't know how to pronounce the other one.
Acrisure.
Whatever. Of them destroying the field, Heinz Ward making the 100-yard touchdown and basically and everything. And they called a bunch of Pittsburghers to come sit in the stands for it.
Yeah.
So that they didn't have to like CGI people in. Plus, they made the Gotham Knights colors black and gold, so like people had a bunch of gear already. Well, it's set during the winter,
Mm-hmm.
but it was filmed during the summer.
Oh, really?
So they have people in the stands in winter coats and hats and
In the
scarves and
middle of
everything
summer?
in the middle of summer. And I have people that went down there, and I was like, "Was it worth it?" And I was like, "No, it really wasn't." We sat there all day in the heat in the coats and everything, and like we got to watch them make the movie. But other than that, it like really wasn't that worth it.
What's wild is like I go there in the summer in like a t-shirt and shorts, right? And I'm sweating my butt off and people are like passing out due to heat exhaustion. I can't even imagine with coats and stuff.
I think it would have been worth it though, just to like watch Christopher Nolan make a movie.
Yeah, I think it would.
Speaking of watching Christopher Nolan make a new movie, that one guy that was like the creator of the Xenomorphs, that actor, is going to be in the Odyssey.
Oh, cool.
That took way too long for you to remember what the Odyssey was.
Excuse me. I know what the Odyssey is. I was just trying to think of who you were talking.
I gave you so many clues and details. How could you have not figured that out?
That one guy who is kind of like the creator of the Xenomorphs.
We just had the conversation.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Yeah, you know what? I did nail it because you can't figure it out. That's not on me.
Are you talking Guy Pearce or Michael Fassbender?
Neither.
Then who are you talking about? Because those were
now
the
I
two
gotta look
people-
that up again to tell
Those
you.
are the
his
two
name.
people I discussed that were the creators of the Xenomorph in some way.
Logan Marshall Green.
Oh, he was like the first host. He wasn't the creator of the
Oh my
Xenomorph.
goodness.
That's so different, bud.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
He was also Jackson Bryce, Shocker #1 in Spider-Man Homecoming.
He was also, that's really fun, actually. He was also in Big Sky. That's where I knew him from. I saw him and I'm like, man, I know that guy, but he's so young, I can't tell.
I've never seen Big Sky.
It's a really good show. It's like a crime police drama show. It's really good.
I'm currently watching Chicago Fire.
Let me guess. It's fire.
It's good. It started in 2012, right?
Wow.
And so like it had a bunch of seasons, and I finally got to the COVID season.
Oh, lovely.
And the only thing I can think of is they're not obeying any protocols. There was a bit of a time skip because, like, of course there was. They didn't start. I know. Well, some shows do start like right in the middle of the pandemic, like March 2020. But this one, it seems like we're in 2021 at this point, maybe like the end of 2020. So, like, I mean, that's when I got it and was in the hospital, but like it was starting to lax a little bit.
Right.
But like the first episode, they showed someone getting their temperature taken to go into the firehouse, and they have not shown it ever since. And the paramedics will wear masks, but like no one else is wearing a mask
Well,
at all.
to be fair, that's kind of accurate. There was so many people, even in professions, that wouldn't wear masks or wouldn't wear them properly. So
What I love is there's one character on here who's like a hard-nosed, like grizzled Chicagoan older guy, and in previous seasons really liked Trump.
Oh yeah.
Before he was president.
Okay.
And they have not mentioned him once on the show since.
Okay.
Like since 2016, he hasn't really been mentioned on the show. Not the hard grizzled guy. It was Trump.
Yeah.
But you do have that 2020 uptick of like, just like how this world is. Like it's like one of the characters is now starting to have a kid, and it's like, do you really want to bring a kid into this? How crazy this world is right now?
Right.
And like, I believe this is important. I'm not mocking this. This is important, and there should be more instances of it. But I think when we call it out, it diminishes the idea of it being normal. Very similar to something that Knuckles said once on Sonic Boom, and it shocked everyone.
I get all my philosophies from Knuckles in the Sonic Boom TV show.
Oh, he's voiced by Travis
Willingham.
from Critical Role, so
Yeah.
maybe you might want to.
Okay.
Okay, you're making me divert on this. Okay, so Amy is pointing out that like she's about to score a goal and it's gonna be the best thing ever because she's a woman. He's like, well, Amy, when you call out you're doing something well because you're a woman, it's actually less feminist because it's calling it out for not being the norm, like something like that. And like it's actually like super progressive to think about, like, and so like with that idea of like if we're pointing something out as being progressive, you're pointing it out as not being the norm, and then you're minimizing that effort instead of just acknowledging that this is happening, this should be happening, and it's fine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so like there is one character on the show who has shown that she is very competent, has been built up to be a good leader seasons before this, but now like she has a feminist icon wall that she was hanging up. One of her icons was the only female chief or deputy commissioner within the Chicago Fire Department.
I saw.
And she meets her at one point and she's like, I had to shake the hand of the man who was able to stop that truck from hitting those girls. Turns out it's a woman, and a woman of color, no less. And it's like, but if it just feels so heavy-handed, and I know that it needs to for some people to get the message, and that's where I struggle. It's like sometimes you have to hit people on the head, but like if you're calling it out, to me, what I would have done is just like, I came here to shake the hand of the man who saved those kids, but I'm glad that I get to shake yours instead.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it's yours that I get to shake. Like that's calling it out and like making a reference to it without being super heavy-handed, and like you don't have to make a big deal out of it. But that's in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I'm coming at this as a straight white male. I don't care. Like I know. Okay, hold on. Sorry, it's not that I don't care.
It's not.
I know
really our place to say how things should be done, but like it does feel weird.
Yeah, it just feels like you're calling it out as something that's not normal, and it's never going to be normal unless you just let it be normal.
Right. And I'm like, I have mixed feelings, right? About that kind of thing. And again, straight white male, take it or leave it. But so like the scene in Avengers Endgame, right? Where everybody has this problem, or Infinity War. It's Endgame, right? Yeah.
Endgame.
Where a lot of people have a problem with this, where it's just like all the women land in the exact same place at the exact same time just to like strike a pose. And like, I get it, girl power, absolutely, ally. I love seeing.
Hey, I love women.
I love seeing powerful women just completely obliterate everybody. It's cool, but like it does feel a little forced. You know what I mean? Like it. I like it. I like seeing it, and like the comics does do this kind of thing all the time, right? Where it like highlights specific people. So like it's not super out of place in a comic movie, but it's like this battlefield, right, is like 6 miles wide, and they just all happen to be right at the exact same spot, not fighting any monsters because they get a second to pose. Like
there's so many continuity errors in that battle anyways.
Yeah.
And it's like, sure. You had to create a kind of another one to do this pose.
Yeah. I again, girl power, but it does feel out of place. You could just show these in quick succession in their separate parts of the battle, right? These women completely tanking all of these monsters and whatever else is coming at them, like obliterating them, because you have some of the strongest Marvel characters, Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch.
They have that moment in Infinity War
Yeah.
Well, there's several moments where they have that where Scarlet Witch comes down, and you have Okoye go, and why was she up there the whole time?
Yeah. If you just have like something that looks like a one shot, essentially,
Yeah.
like a single shot where you're like you showcase Wanda for a moment, and then the camera pans, whether CGI or like you're actually doing this all in one take, to the next woman several feet away, and she's fighting somebody, and then you go to Captain Marvel up in the sky and she's obliterating, so like you could do that and showcase the women without making it like so boom right in your face.
One show that I think does a fantastic job of like not being in your face feminism and showing a strong female character and a woman of color is Suits.
Yeah, I can see that.
Jessica Pearson, I think, is the most powerful person on that show. People fear her, they respect her. She is like the one that can get things done and does not take guff from anyone. And people know oh no, this was too big for me. I have to go talk to her.
Yeah.
And they show it. They don't say it. And that's to me that's always been the thing. It's like, and I think that's the biggest problem I had with Captain Marvel up until Infinity or Endgame, is they just kept saying it. She's like, oh, I'm the strongest. I'm the strongest. I can do this. I can do that. And then like the whole like montage of her falling down as a kid, then standing up thing. It was just, to me, that's so heavy handed. In the Endgame, when the entire side of Thanos' battle stops fighting every other hero to just start attacking her, that to me shows how powerful she is.
Right.
Way more than her saying I'm the strongest that there ever was for an entire movie.
For sure.
Because that shows the fear of this insane genocidal force.
Yeah.
That has wiped out half the population of many planets even before he had all the Infinity Stones. But they're so scared of this one person that they have to ignore the army against them, because it's not just the Avengers and everything. It's the Ravengers. There's the Wakandans that are coming in. Like there's other sorcerers and things like that. That is a way to show power, and that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I swear I'm an ally.
Ally. I think most people can agree though that when things feel forced, it doesn't feel genuine. It feels like they're putting it there to appease people, to say, here, I mean, we're clearly doing this. We're clearly supportive. It's like a parent who's constantly saying, I put food on the table, I have a roof over your head, I buy you clothes, like to show how amazing they are at parenting, when that's like
an allowance. You have the allowance to live here. Like,
right. Like that's the bare minimum. And that's what they should be doing in every movie, is at the very least the bare minimum, where they should be showcasing these characters without detracting from how amazing these characters are by thrusting this stuff in your face.
Right.
Just get better writers. I don't know.
Hire us.
Hire us. We could totally do it. Actually, hire us.
Hire us. Hey.
On that note, I think it's time to call it quits.
Probably.
I need to sleep.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of The Garlic Boys. If you like more from us, you can check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Threads. As well as head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/@thegarlicboys. Really would love if you supported us there. Please. It would be incredibly helpful to have your support, and so we can keep expanding what we're doing here, and we're doing what we can to build it up, because we appreciate you guys. So we have new things coming. We're working hard on new stuff for us, for you. You can also see some of the stuff that we're working on over at redbubble.com/@thegarlicboys there. or just search the Garlic Boys there to find designs by Matt and I. And you can watch video versions of not only this podcast, but the Clever Boy Quiz over at youtube.com/@thegarlicboys as well. Matt, do you have a supplementary mom report for this week?
Heck yeah, I do. We're gonna go with the Queen Xenomorph herself. The Queen Xenomorph. I don't know if she doesn't have a name.
Queenomorph.
Queenomorph. Queen.
Nope. I said it and then I was like, no, I don't like that actually.
Yeah, that's her.
I'm gonna go with Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, she's the mom in Alien 2. She's a mom in Alien 4. She's basically always a mom in everything she's in, except for Galaxy Quest.
That's her mom in real life. Is she not?
She might be. Probably.
Yep, she is. I'm right. Suck it. Final thoughts, Matt?
Don't kill bats. You know?
Hey. Don't kill bats.
Hey.
Hey.
How about maybe try not killing bats?
Hey, don't kill bats.
Hey, bats. Don't kill them.
Hey. What if we what if we didn't what if we didn't kill bats?
Hey, how about not killing bats? What say?
Have you ever considered All right, thank you so much for listening. And remember, as always, to
stay
garlic.
Hey, maybe don't kill bats.
I'm
Maybe
gonna kill a bat,
I'm gonna kill you
please.
with a bat. I'm gonna shove it down your throat, pull it out your urethra.